Hello everyone, it's day 52 of my 60 pounds in 90 days weight loss challenge and day 1 of my egg fast, my modified egg fast. Though I haven't eaten yet today, so I don't have much to talk about on that front. Or have you been stuck at a certain weight for a couple days and you're waiting for the whoosh effect? Do you know what the whoosh effect is? Today, that's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so have any of you ever been stuck at a certain weight for a couple days and you're struggling to get through it and you're just like, why won't my weight move? You think you're stalled, you think you've plateaued, right? You go through all the mental anguish of a stall, and then a couple days into it, all of a sudden you lose 5 pounds overnight. We call that the whoosh effect, right? That's what everybody's been calling it. They go, oh, I'm waiting for that whoosh. But does anybody really know why we get the whoosh? Well, turns out somebody does. There is a process called lipolysis, which uses hydrolysis to break down lipids into fatty acids and glycerol. And that mobilizes the fat for energy use. Well, hydrolysis means that it's injecting it with water. So what happens is the water goes into the fat cell and uses a process called lipolysis to break down the lipids in the fat cell to mobilize them so that they can be carried around your body to tissues and cells to be used for energy. My theory, not my personal theory, I mean, it's the theory I buy into. I didn't make it up. But the theory is that water backfilling that fat cell is now taking the place of the fat, pushing it out of the fat cell, and then remains in the fat cell. Well, you don't see any fat loss on the scale. You don't see any weight loss due to the fat loss on the scale because that water is still sitting in the fat cell. Now what happens is your body holds on to that water in the fat cell for a while, and then all of a sudden one night it lets go of all of it. Right? So you've had 4 or 5 pounds of fat loss over the course of a week or two, and you don't see it because there's water stuck in the fat cells. But once the fat cells release the water, you have a dramatic weight loss overnight. So that's what it is. Now, I was stalled here for a few days. I'm still kind of stuck right around the same area. I haven't been getting the whoosh effect. So, I'm hoping for it, I'm waiting for it, but it doesn't seem like it's coming. It doesn't happen all the time. But if you have been stuck for a couple days, just hope for the whoosh effect. Hope that you are still burning fat as long as you're eating low calorie and low carb. You should be. So just wait for that whoosh effect. Or if you lost 5 pounds last night and you're wondering why, maybe this is the explanation. It's a good explanation. I like to know why things work the way that they do. And guess what? You know what else inhibits lipolysis of fat in your cells? Insulin. Yep, that's right. Insulin is a fat lipolysis inhibitor. So not only is it a fat storage, it's a fat lipolysis inhibitor. So that's one more reason to be eating low carb so that we can keep our insulin levels down, which allows us to go ahead and mobilize the fat in our cells. Now, we knew that before because I talk about it all the time. Insulin is the main reason why I eat low carb. Keeping those insulin levels low is why low carb works. And it's just interesting because I looked up lipolysis for the whoosh effect, and right there on the Wikipedia page, boom, it says insulin inhibits lipolysis. So it was interesting. It's just one more piece of information to the puzzle for me. And I'm really glad I saw it, actually. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of motivation to get through that little stall, or it explains why you see that dramatic weight loss after a little stall. And here's my weigh-in for today. It's the same as yesterday, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. 263.4